Sunday School Supplements, August 25th, 2024. Josiah calls the people back to God. Welcome to my channel, Sunday School Supplements. I am Audrey. A supplement is something that completes or enhances something else when added to it. So it is my intention to use Bible characters, locations, events, ideas, and details to supplement each Sunday school lesson. Highlighting Josiah. Introducing the lesson. Have you ever wondered where the downhill trend of discarding God from our society will ultimately end? Will our children be able to worship God without being persecuted? We need to ask ourselves what witness God calls us to give in the midst of a crooked generation. This week's lesson shows us how a young king named Josiah, with a heart for God, brought the law of God back into focus for God's people. We have an example to follow. The Book of Law Discovered, 2 Kings chapter 22, verses 8 through 10. Josiah was a king who came to the throne at the tender age of 8. When he was 16, God began a work in his heart that would help him turn Judah back toward God. 2 Chronicles chapter 34, verse 3. Our lesson begins at the point when Hilkiah, the high priest, found the book of the law in the ruins when the temple was being repaired. Shaphan, the scribe, then read it to the king. The book of the law may have been the first 5 books of the Bible, the Pentateuch, or just the book of Deuteronomy. The book of the law had been absent from the life of God's people for too long. The Book of the Covenant, 2 Kings chapter 23, verses 1 through 2. Young Josiah was so interested in the law that had been found that he called all the leaders of Judah and Jerusalem together to let them listen to the reading of the law firsthand. The priests, the prophets, and all the people gathered at the temple grounds at the command of the king. The king and the people pledged to keep the law. 2 Kings chapter 23, verse 3. Josiah was so moved by the reading of the law of God that he pledged publicly to obey all the laws and regulations found in the book with all his heart and soul. The people then reciprocated by committing themselves equally to the laws of God. The struggle to stay true to the laws of God was just as hard in the days of Josiah as it is today. The Passover renewed, 2 Kings chapter 23, verses 21 through 23. Josiah reinstated the celebration of the Passover. By celebrating the Passover, the people were recognizing that God alone was their deliverer. The nation's relationship with God was renewed. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Join me soon for the next Sunday School Supplement. Stay safe and may God bless.